Hey friends, Ash here. Welcome back to Gents. Hope that you're doing well. Today I'm joined by my wife, Chelsea, and we're gonna be taking a look at 10 different fragrances that are fit for a king. You're gonna be smelling them, ranking them from best to worst.
And my king is right here behind me. No, don't mess with my king. Don't mess with my king. He's my king.
Lame. No, I'm the king.
Wonderful.
So these are fragrances that you could say are a little bit intoxicating, sexy, magnetic, more on the like warm, sweet side of things, you know, keeping with like fall and winter kind of vibes. And I've got a mix of niche and designer fragrances. So they're gonna be going head to head. There's gonna be no, where was I? There's gonna be no,
Fluff?
no.
Oh wait, no, there's always fluff.
Yeah.
There's always fluff.
Whatever, who cares? I don't
always
even know what I was saying. Niche or going up against designer is bedlam, it's chaos. So I've already got the dry downs sprayed out. You're gonna smell those along with the openings head to head and do the matchups as we go and end up ranking them best to worst. You ready?
Sounds good, yep, ready.
So we're gonna kick things off with a little designer niche matchup, and it's gonna be this one. This is Varvatos XX Intense. It's a pretty cool bottle. I like that look.
It looks very kingly.
Kingly, very royal.
Yes.
And we'll put that up against Dior's Tobaccolor. Tobaccolor. So let me hit the opening of the Varvatos. So here you go, and the opening of the Dior. So this one obviously a tobacco fragrance, in case you couldn't guess by the name. It's sweet, it's got peach in there among other notes. And then this one over here also has some fruity sweetness off the top and a little bit of coffee also.
So they're both really good.
There is a wide difference in terms of cost. Don't let that matter as far as the matchup.
Yeah.
Like just pick which one you like the most.
It doesn't matter as far as the matchup. However, I will say that you can tell this one's more expensive than this one. Like that the ingredients that are in here are far surpass, like they both smell really pleasant, don't get me wrong, but this smells like a king and this smells like, I don't know, what's like the third in line to the king.
Third in line, a prince?
Yeah, like maybe even fourth or fifth in line, I don't know, something like that.
I don't think you know how royalty works.
I don't.
Monarchies.
Yeah.
Are you looking for like a duke?
Sure.
A duke.
This is kingly, this is dukey.
Dukely.
Yeah, dukely. That's what I meant.
So in terms of cost, this one is gonna run you about 330 bucks. That's retail. Discounters, it's usually not available at. So, yeah, I mean, maybe on rare occasion, but usually it's retail. This one at discounter is like 38 to 55. So a mild difference in terms of cost.
Well, this smells more expensive, number one, and I prefer the smell also.
So I mean,
yeah, it's really smooth. It's like, it's got that tobacco in there, but you said it was peach?
Yeah, there's some peach in there.
The peach, it's like really sweet. So it makes it really like kind of flushes out.
And there's like a touch of smoke, but it's not like super smoky.
Yeah, that one's good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I like this one a whole lot. Only drawback is that price. It's expensive.
I mean, yeah.
And I do like the Varvatos.
Oh,
I feel like it's
good.
overlooked a little bit because this one nobody really cares about, and also bottle looks like lava.
Yeah.
That's something. Oh, but this has.
Ooh. Ooh. Ah.
All the fragrances that we talked to you about are going to be linked in the description. Also, I forgot to say that. So if you want to check them out, they're down there in the order that they end up being ranked, whatever that is. Let's see. Trying to think of what to match this up with.
Something good.
Okay, let's put it up against Lalique Ombre Noir. Kind of a similar like coloration going on right here.
Yeah.
And this is another one that's more on the cheap side, but it does smell, I feel like, more expensive than it costs. So this one's about 45 bucks from discounters. It is a little bit maybe more mature smelling.
Yeah.
So it has tobacco, it has cognac, has fig leaf, spices, a bunch of different notes in there. But yeah, I feel like for 45 bucks that it smells pretty high end.
Yeah, it does. It smells really good. It's more mature and more classy. Like,
yeah.
So it's definitely fit for a king. Now, if that king's like wanting to pull the ladies, then I'm gonna say
this one.
This one. I'm gonna stick with this one.
Yeah, it's sweeter.
Yeah, it's more. It's gonna probably appeal more to women. If you know, I'm smelling it on here. But this one's really good. I mean, I actually do like it. It smells very masculine. It smells nice. Yeah. Classy, sophisticated.
So you're gonna choose the
things.
Dior?
Yes, I'm gonna stick with that. I am gonna, just for now, I'm gonna put this here, but not in a diss way. It's just
not in a bad way.
Yeah, it's just something's got to be there.
Yeah.
So
I feel like Ombre Noir, really nice fragrance. Like I said, probably appeal more to guys middle-aged and older. Younger guys probably wouldn't like it quite as much because it does have more of a sophisticated, gentlemanly kind of grown-up vibe to it. But really good for fall and winter time, great quality. Let's put this up against something a little different. Let's put it up against this. This is Ormonde Jayne Nawab of Oud Intensivo. Okay. So it's a very different fragrance. It's not quite as sticky sweet. And this is obviously a niche fragrance. So that one at discounters, I think you can find generally about 200 bucks, just in general, if you look that one up, about 200 bucks. And it has rose in there. It's got oud, but the oud is not like a really dark kind of funky oud. It's more of an overall just almost like fizzy woodiness. And then there's also some spices in there as well. I feel like it's really wearable, versatile. Maybe again, one that's skews a little bit more gentlemanly, but in general, that's kind of the idea.
It's a little, just like right off the top, it's a little like green spicy with some of that like tobacco or oud or whatever, the masculine part of it.
The masculine notes, yeah.
Whatever the king stuff is in there. Yeah, so it smells like a little green, a little almost like sour citrusy, like rindy citrus.
Yeah, there's a little citrus in there.
And it smells really good. I'm not sure that it's enough to beat this one right now, but I do really like it. It's a little different, but in a good way. Different in a nice way.
Yeah, a lot of Ormonde Jayne fragrances for men, or fragrances that men would typically wear from the house, have similar vibes to them. Same perfumer, Guy Zachon, so.
Yeah, it smells really pleasant. I'm gonna put it smack dab here in the middle. Yeah, I think that's fitting for now.
Before we head to the next fragrance, guys, here's some codes you can use to save money across different websites. And do be aware the JOMASHOP codes, they only work within the app. And then January 18th, they do the switcheroo. So if you try to use the old codes, they won't work. They have to be these new ones. All the other codes remain the same, and they work for Fragflex, Max Aroma, the Perfume Box, and a bunch of other stores. All right, next up, let's go with this. This is called Dusk.
Okay.
And it's from the Woods collection. And this is finally another fragrance that has a magnetic cap.
Ooh. It's the two magnetos going up against each other.
Yeah.
Nice. I do like that name, Dusk.
Dusk, yeah.
It's really nice and simple, and it's,
So it smells a bit similar to Parfums de Lalique, kind of like in that style wheelhouse. Might even call it a cologne. It's kind of that close.
I'm gonna hit one more time. I'm gonna hit the strip.
And this one is pretty cheap. So I think it's around like 40 bucks, something like that.
I felt like my nose was broken for a minute.
Was it?
Yeah.
You overloaded?
Yeah. So this one is really good. It's more like citrusy on the top, and I like that. I'm a little fan of that.
Yeah.
But it's like also a little dark and a little smooth, and and it flows really nicely together.
Yeah. There's like warm spices, sweet aspects. Like I said, kind of in that LAYTON ballpark.
Yeah, it's really nice.
So these two kind of, they don't smell the same, but they have a similar approach. You know, where they're both kind of like warm, sweet, fall, wintertime fragrances. So they have maybe a little more in common than the other ones it's matched up against.
That's a hard one because really I'd like to pick both of them.
But you must pick one.
I mean, it's kind of sad, but I like that one. It smells nice. And it's not even super overpowering, so it's not gonna like smack you in the face. It's a little reserved, but in a good way. Like, it's still probably gonna project pretty well, but
it's okay,
it's not like that one's, I would probably say, is like beastly.
Stronger, yeah. So for me, not taking money into account, I would have this one. Like if I were gonna keep just one for myself, when you start talking price, You know, this is like, I don't know, 12% the cost of this. So for a lot of people, maybe that would actually be the better overall pick.
Yeah, and the percent, like the difference in between me liking them is pretty
close.
Yeah, I mean, there's not like a huge difference in between where I'm like, oh, definitely that one.
Yeah. All right, next, let's put that up against Y Elixir.
Okay.
Y Elixir. Maybe not my most favorite fragrance in the universe, not because I think it smells bad, but because price-wise, I was kind of like, meh. And it didn't quite do what I was expecting it to do. But as far as just the fragrance itself, it does smell super pleasant, really versatile, no big compliment puller, all that stuff. And as far as price, at discounters, about $140 as of this video for that size bottle, and retail is $180.
I'm almost even liking this one more and more.
Yeah, addictive?
Yeah, it is.
So this one has oud in it as one of the notes. Like Y with oud and some other stuff going on there, but it doesn't really smell like oud. Not the way that you would typically think of it anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stick with this one.
With dusk.
Yes, I'm gonna stick with dusk. I'm gonna move this one. Let me see here. Okay, I'll move it here.
Yeah, I mean, Y is super easy to wear.
Yeah.
And it smells like Y. Like you can tell it's in
Got that DNA.
Yeah, it's in that line, in that wheelhouse. For me, I would probably say Y Eau de Parfum, Y Le Parfum, Y Eau de Toilette, depending on what you're going for, probably over Y Elixir, just because of the cost difference and everything. But it does smell really nice. I like Y.
Yeah.
It's just, I wish it were maybe a little more something going on.
You could smell that oud that's supposedly in there.
A little something.
All right.
Let's put this up against something more expensive. Let's put it up against Roja Parfum Enigma Parfum Pour Homme, also known as Creation E, depending on where you are, where you're shopping.
Ooh, that's strong.
Yeah, this is the Parfum, not the Parfum Cologne.
You can smell, like, if you told me that it didn't have any at all, like, florals in it, I would be shocked because that dry down smells like a little florally, just a little.
A little florally.
Florally?
Little flowery.
Little flowery.
So this one from discounters you can find for about $2.80. It's for this size bottle right here. And it has tobacco, it has cognac, it's got spices, it's got a lot going on. It's a Roja Parfum, and those fragrances typically have like 40 notes. So yeah, just about everything you could probably find in there.
Yeah, for right now, it's just those florals that are like kind of coming through more for me at this moment in time.
Almost like a zingy kind of carbonated drink vibe to it. Like a soda. Are you looking at me?
Oh, I'm gonna put it right behind the Y. Yeah.
All right, let's see.
Ooh, only 3 more matchups.
Burberry Hero Eau de Parfum. And this is another magnetic cap bottle.
Magnetic caps for the win today.
So, in the Hero line, the one I like the most is the Eau de Parfum. I haven't tried the new one yet, obviously, but between the Eau de Toilette, the Eau de Parfum, and the Parfum, I think that one's kind of like the Goldilocks right now. Readily available at discounters. Around 80 for like the larger size, smaller size, that one, 65, something like that. So that one's woodsy. It's got cedar, it's got pine, has olibanum, benzoin, so it has like an ambery, warm, sweet aspect to it along with the woods, and definitely more fall, winter time.
For me, it lacks a little bit like of depth compared to this one.
Compared to the dusk?
Yeah, the dusk smells nice.
Dusk?
I like the dusk. But, I mean, what is that?
It's like a little Burberry logo.
And it's like a T. What's the T for? I've only ever known the brand as Burberry. Is it Thomas Burberry?
I don't think so.
I don't know what the T is.
It is Thomas Burberry.
I got
Lucky
it.
guess.
I mean, it sounds like it's what it should be. I'm Thomas Burberry.
Yeah, he founded it at 21 years old in 1835.
Oh, wow, okay.
He was getting stuff done.
Yeah, he was.
Good for him.
I was saying, like, I've only ever known the brand as Burberry. What is the T for?
Yeah, there you go. We learned something today.
A little historical fact.
He made me feel bad about myself. He was like, I'm 21, I'm just gonna go ahead and found an enormous designer house.
Like everybody else, you're not doing as much.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Good job, Thomas.
I know, right?
Big Tom.
All right. Well, I mean, not to hate on Big Tom, but I'm gonna put it down a little bit because some of these are like heavy hitters.
The ghost of Big Tom is coming to visit you tonight.
I know.
You about to get Burberried.
I know.
Burberried.
Actually, you know what? I think I'm even going to do Burberry. Oh.
Burberry.
Oh my God. That was such a terrible dad joke.
I hope I didn't scare the cows. I don't want to put them in a bad mood.
What a terrible one.
Oh yeah, you getting poltergeisted.
Probably.
Yeah. I'm not the one that's being haunted.
Please, spirits, don't come after me tonight, please.
You already effed up. All right, next we got Amouage. This is Overture Man. Very strong boy.
I like that dry down. It is a strong boy. Like,
Has a cool looking bottle, and that is a magnetic cap.
like that, when that baby was born, he was probably already walking. He's such
Already
a
had
strong
a hairy
boy.
chest.
Yeah.
Yep. So this one gonna be at discounters around 200, 210, something like that. It's another one that has cognac in it, a lot of spices. I think cognac just automatically becomes like kingly.
Yeah.
You put cognac in a fragrance, you know, because that's the vibe. So
Yeah.
it's a really strong one, spicy, a little bit sweet.
Look,
Yeah, the little.
it's even got the crown on the top.
It does. Yep. It's good that you noticed that.
It's ready to be named king.
Overture Man. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
It's really good, and it's definitely going to be like a top of this list. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing right now.
Oh yeah, I mean that's kind of, you know, what do they call that? Par for the course.
Yeah.
Is what they call that. But yeah, Amouage just kind of in general has a lot of fragrances that could be considered kingly.
I'm gonna put it right here. It smells so good, but man, this Dior is just like,
In second place.
yeah, and it's on fire right now. It smells great.
It's on fire,
Yeah.
but it's not in first place.
I mean,
So
you know.
here's the last one. This is called Legend Night. The Legend of the Night. It's just Legend Night. Mont Blanc, and I lost the cap at some point. So I legitimately, I don't know where it is. So it just looks like a tester.
Yeah.
And that one is 40 bucks-ish. Something like that. So that one has vanilla, apple, cardamom, definitely more designer flair to it, you know, a little sweet.
I mean, going up against like these, because this one feels, it smells more expensive than it is.
That's because it is aping LAYTON.
Yeah, that's true. This one, it smells expensive. That smells expensive. That is like, it smells, you know, like
Yeah.
upper level,
Yeah.
not, you know.
Yeah, it's a higher end.
330.
It's a higher end Y.
Yeah.
Are you talking about this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a higher end Y. So.
But this one, it does smell a little bit like on the cheaper side compared to these.
That's because it is.
It smells good. If it was in a list of like other
cheaper
things,
fragrances?
yeah, it would probably be towards the top.
Yeah, we're trying to crown the king here.
Yeah,
Kingly
so
fragrances.
for the purpose of this video and these, it doesn't smell as expensive.
Oh.
So, and this one you can tell is expensive.
The Roja Parfums.
Yeah, but it smells expensive in like not my style.
So a howdy towdy.
Yeah. So I'm going to put this little bad boy right here.
Ahead of the Roja Parfum. The ghost of Roja Parfum. I'm just playing, he's alive.
Okay,
How's it
that's
done?
good. Yeah, I mean, it's a thing though, like when it smells really expensive, that's wonderful. And it's like the same thing as like a house. When you go inside of a house and it looks like, you know,
Pricey.
yeah, very pricey. It's almost like you don't even want to touch anything. You're afraid like you're going to break something.
You're not going to break the fragrance by wearing it.
I know, but it's just like a little bit like where it's not my style. Like it's just
I
not
gotcha.
my style.
So go ahead and sweep back through these
Okay.
and see if you want to adjust or change. I don't know, something behind you.
I like it.
So you're gonna put the Woods Collection Dusk in first place.
Yeah, and I mean, catch me on a different day, like catch me outside.
How about that?
Then maybe it would be like, I don't know, like second or third. Like these three are definitely going to be in the top for sure. But like,
Dior and Amouage, like, thank you for placing me up here. I also hate you for putting the Woods Collection Dusk.
I mean, this thing, it smells good.
Oh, it does.
It smells good.
Yeah, it's nice. It's real nice, especially for the price point.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, honestly, if you came to me and was like, hey, that's a $200 fragrance at retail, I'd be like,
I think that's what
okay.
people would do that wear it.
Yeah.
They would be like, oh, this is LAYTON. This is pricey.
Yeah, I bought this at retail at Macy's. Or wherever rich people shop at. Macy's.
Nordstrom, probably.
Nordstrom, yeah, sure.
Neiman Marcus.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Those places.
Yeah. So there we go. Kingly fragrances. They have been judged. They have been ranked.
Hopefully not too harshly.
Well, I mean, something had to be down here, something had to be up there.
That's right.
It is what it
I
is.
love you all.
Yeah. Thank you guys for hanging with us. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you tomorrow with another fragrance video. See you guys.